Okay. Welcome, everybody, to the Ram Podcast. My name is Richard.
And I'm Mark.
Welcome, Mark. And Mark, I'd like to start the podcast up with a round of applause. We did it. We did it. Yes, that's right. We called it. BeckY Lynch is now part of the vision. I know that's not the orders happening, but we're just too happy with ourselves.
Absolutely.
One of the things we wanted to happen happened. Mark, did you see this comment?
Well, if you go like a little bit ahead in the video that we released, I actually then go on to say it's a 50-50 chance.
It is.
But they went with it, and that chance was now.
I mean, I was so happy for obviously two reasons. Like, one, I'm not going to lie, selfishly, because we called it. And I was like, there's always self-gratification in that. And two...
And then there's gloating time.
Kind of. It was... But and then I was just like, yes, thank you. And I was like, this is the right decision. But then it also begged the question, are we predicting geniuses? Or actually, was it really obvious that this was going to happen? Because I actually don't know.
I'm going to go with the first because it makes us look cooler. Yeah.
I think we'll ride that path of delusion. Sure, why not? So we're geniuses. We made a list of nearly 20 things we wanted to happen, and one has happened. One. It'll be interesting to check back this time next year and see how many of those things. So I've got them all written down here. Are the ones that I said, and that was actually one of the ones we brought up in a few podcasts earlier, but I never wrote it down. So I was looking forward to making a big thing of like crossing it off my list, but I didn't write it down. So I'm just going to do this with the lid still on.
Yes.
So there
but you also predicted Brock Lesnar return, but you didn't actually say it out loud.
I was waiting for it. I was like, after the John Cena match, we'll get to that. I was just like, right, any minute now. Just waiting for that music. Nothing. Okay. All right, fair enough. Anyway, I think we'll start off with, obviously, the main event, because we're called the BeckY Lynch joining the Vision. So yes, the main event was CM Punk versus Seth Rollins versus Jey Uso versus LA Knight. I think we both said in our predictions videos that Seth was going to retain. I didn't really see it going any other way, but I will give WWE credit. When CM Punk went to go set up that second go to sleep, I was like, oh, are they going to do this? You got me. So I was like, you got me. So, Mark, over to you. What did you think of the match?
I watched it live.
Right.
At this point. So I was drifting in and out. And I was just seeing
quick cat review. I drifted in and out.
And in again. Because I woke up, like fully woke up, and she went and did the low blow. And I was
Is that where you woke up?
What the? Yeah, exactly.
Oh, amazing.
Back in.
Yeah.
Because you know what's wrong with it? We've waited 3 hours for the match, right?
Yeah.
And then they take 30 minutes to four competitors walk out.
There are pros and cons to that. It's like, I was like, yeah, they definitely took their time with this entire PLE. I really want to say pay-per-view, but I'm trying to snap it out and get with the modern times. PLE. They took their time across the entire event. Now, I think that's good if you were there, but there are some times where I was kind of like, yeah. Okay, but yeah, any thoughts on the match at all? Like you said, you won't. So have you rewatched it at all, or is that just your final?
I've seen bits. I've seen spots.
Yeah,
I've seen them all attacking Rollins. I've seen the table bits and bobs, and like Jey Uso like stopping LA Knight from winning and stuff.
Yeah.
I think it was probably an all right match.
It was fine. Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But I need to rewatch it. But on that point, there were moments of the pay-per-view, Rich, where I wish I was asleep for.
Oh, yeah. I think I know. I think
so.
I know
I
what you would say.
I watched the first 3 matches, and was like, first 2 matches I was invested in.
Yeah.
Then the BeckY Lynch Nikki Bella match happened.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
I was just like, oh shit, that was not a good match. I'd rate that like a 2. Other than I like the new pinning thing that BeckY Lynch does.
Yeah, I thought that was. Wait, she's done that before?
Yeah, she did it in the triple threat with Bayley and Valkyria. It's now called the Lynch pin.
The new term for the Lynch pin. Wow, a pin has a name. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Why not? Go for it. All right then. Before we go through,
we'll go backwards now from the start.
Yeah. Sure. Go backwards. I mean, yeah. I guess apart from actually the screw over, as we call it, from BeckY Lynch, which I thought was awesome. I thought this was really good, as we've already said. I thought the match was decent. It was a decent fatal 4-way, but there wasn't really anything particularly that memorable. I just thought, yeah, this is okay. Sure. Yeah, good job.
Because they had that finish plan, didn't they? So
it was all about the finish, definitely.
Get through it.
Apart from the very last part of the match with CM Punk, I never thought for a single second that Seth Rollins was losing this. I was just like, nah, he's just got it. His Vision clan is going strong. They're not going to take the belt away from him anytime soon. So
the problem is they want all of them 4 people to look really strong, don't they?
Yeah.
So how do you do that in the pay-per-view where only one person's going to win?
I don't know, but I had a really funny thought when Becky was like, did the crossover. I was like, she's now a part of the Vision. I was like, I can't wait for the Vision to get involved in her matches, and like Lyra Valkyria takes a spear from Bron Breakker and then a tsunami from Bronson Reed. I was just like, it's on the list.
That's on the list. What I want to happen is the whole female roster to be lying on top of each other, and then the tsunami happens.
Poor Io Sky decides to go for the Women's Intercontinental Championship, and then you can just hear and you just see Bron Breakker just split her in half. Which obviously is never going to happen. But in my head, I was like, you can do this.
Well, you did it to that that Speed guy, didn't they? They literally like flattened him in the Rumble.
Oh yeah, that was glorious. I don't even know who I Show Speed is. I know now, which was the whole point of basically putting him there. I mean, I looked at his YouTube channel. I've not really watched any of his videos, just curiosity. Who is this guy? But yeah, Bron Breakker he did not apply any brakes whatsoever. Like this guy is not a wrestler. You do realize he is not a wrestler. That's what I thought was brilliant. Yeah, anyway, so overall, what did you think of Clash in Paris? What are your overall thoughts as the entire PLE?
I think it was enjoyable.
Yep.
And it was more enjoyable because I didn't expect it to be enjoyable.
Okay.
I was thinking this is really, really predictable pay-per-view.
True.
Out of like all the results, I think the only one we got wrong was the John Cena match. Oh, did you get from Bronson Reed?
We all knew Roman Reigns was winning, but I was just like, let's think about this. I was like, all right, okay. So in my head, I was like, if it's the first match, Roman Reigns is winning. Now, I'm not saying I didn't put any of these in my predictions video, and who cares? But I was like, if it's the first match, Roman is winning. Make the crowd happy, have a great night, guys, kind of vibe. But if it's not, there's a chance that Bronson Reed could take this, because Bronson Reed needs this a lot more than Roman does.
Yeah.
So Roman is one of the biggest wrestlers on the planet. And he will be for quite some time. But yes, and funny enough as well, even though the event was somewhat predictable, I kind of went into Clash in Paris going, do you know what? The fact that it's in Paris and it's in Europe, it's gonna be fun because the crowd will make the event. And ever since they did Backlash in Costa Rica, no, Puerto Rico, I was just like, it just kind of back to that event that was when they had Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest, which is a match that nobody cared about watching. But the fact that it was in Puerto Rico, the crowd just made it like that was the best match of the night. And I was like, WWE, more PLEs around the world, please, because the crowds are making it. So for me, I was like, I thought it was fun. And it was on a big scale as well. Like, this didn't feel like a middle of the road live show. This wasn't quite Royal Rumble size, but it wasn't far off, to be quite honest. Like, there was 30,000 people there. So that's a pretty decent turnout. But overall, I was like, good job.
Yeah,
that's all I can say.
It's not quite a SummerSlam. I think SummerSlam was really
and
good.
neither it should have been.
Yeah, I'd give it a 7. Probably maybe stretch it to a 7.5, just because I rated the John Cena match. Well, we'll talk about that in there.
We'll get to that, man.
Really hot.
Yeah, I mean, do you know what? Let's go through the the PLE pay-per-view PLE. Anyway, the opening match was Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed. Right match to start off with, which I thought was good. And this was a good match. I thought it was a good opening match.
And it made Bronson Reed look quite strong, I thought.
Yeah.
Like he was really taking it to Roman Reigns for quite some time. I was trying to film a video of this match, of my reaction.
Okay.
Literally every time I put the phone down, something important happened. But it started off like with me like. It started off with like Roman Reigns with his 2 hula fellas.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, so surely the end of this match is those hula fellas getting stolen. And I kept on thinking it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And they kept on going down a different route. He's the tribal thief, and he's only stole a couple of pairs of shoes.
I like the Shula fella.
Yeah, and he's got it back now. So the crowd
just have Bronson Reed like not beat him, but keep stealing his trainers. So when it gets to Mania next year, they're just dragging behind him on the floor. He's got like 12 pairs of trainers.
They're throwing him into the crowd now. So he wasn't that bothered about his trainers, was he? Because he just lobbed them into the crowd after. I'm bothered because this guy's got him. But I've got a whole cupboard of them at home. I've got a whole 30 pairs of those at home.
Having Bronson Reed inside the division is doing it's doing wonders for him, because he's the kind of wrestler that Seth Rollins is already on top. Bron Breakker is Bron Breakker. He's going to go to the highest heights, but Bronson Reed kind of needs a bit more work for him. He's a great guy. I like his moveset. I actually really like the Tsunami as a finish. I think it looks really cool, but he needs a bit more. How can I put it? Elevation. And I think this has done a lot for him, to be honest. So maybe he'll have a belt in the future. I don't know, but I thought this match was good. The things that happened after it, post, just tsunami, spear, just completely annihilating Roman Reigns. I mean, this went on for a long time.
And that was my point.
Yeah.
Was going to be my only criticism. It went on for a bit too long.
Oh, way too long. Absolutely. I think I was even kind of skipping through a little bit, and it was clear that they didn't plan to do that many tsunamis. They kind of just sort of read the stadium, and the French crowd were the winners for sure tonight. They were amazing. Do you know what I noticed?
Triple H in the back was Triple H was in the back, and he was like, "Give him another one."
Basically, I reckon that is exactly what
okay.
But yeah, it was good. It was a good match, good opener. The aftermath felt like almost as long as the match itself, but sure. Roman Reigns has now gone to hospital, so I'm guessing he's going to be written off TV for a little bit. I don't know. Maybe that's the angle they want to go with, because he always gets like the biggest pop. You know, the moment his music hits, stadium, wherever you are in the world, up on their feet going crazy. I think Roman does get the biggest pop, but not on this.
No.
Okay, moving on to what was the last minute added match to the list. The Wyatt Six tag team versus the Street Profits for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship in a decent match.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a surprise entry. If we go backwards, Richard, to our glorious podcast we did last time,
right?
We did mention wanting to see the Wyatts more on TV, and the next pay-per-view, they threw a match in as if by magic.
They did. More, please. Build this faction up. Is Uncle Howdy even a wrestler? Like, it's like, is there any plans to put that man in a singles match? Because I know they're the Wyatt Six. They are the weird, live out in the swamp witchcraft family kind of thing. Yeah. So, but they were presented in such a cool way, and then they're never around.
Yeah, well,
this is kind of like people just don't really care. Everything about them is awesome. Their music's wicked. Like, everything about them is great. Do something with them. You know, it's like, I don't know. But we'll just see. But anyway, we asked for more. We got more. And it was a great match, man.
Montez Ford,
he is so athletic.
Yeah.
That man can move. But yeah, any thoughts?
I thought this was fun.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I'd watched much of Dexter Lumis.
Yeah.
Before this. Obviously the WrestleMania match and some of his like appearing with the Miz they did for a bit. Like, and he was just like creeping him out.
Yeah.
But I didn't know how good he was until this match.
Yeah, he's really good. He was, to me, when he was in NXT, because some of the wrestlers from NXT don't translate that well, if at all, onto the main roster. And that's the theory. NXT is developmental, and then they go through to the main roster where they hopefully find their feet. But not always, to be quite honest. To me, Dexter Lumis, when I saw him in NXT, I was like, he is a wicked character. Like, I mean, if you ever go back and see it, to see clips of him, the man, he never blinks. Like, he keeps that persona of just the entire time. He has this whole kind of like psychotic, gentleman-like serial killer. And I'm like, he's wicked. And then all of a sudden, just no, not going to do that with him. And I kind of wanted him to keep that persona in the Wyatt Six, but sure, whatever. I would just like to see more of him because he's a really good wrestler.
Yeah.
So yeah. But other than that, it was a fun, entertaining match. Right decision. Keep the belts on the Wyatt Six, because if you take the belts off them now, they are completely invisible. Because that seems to be like the only reason they're being used on TV is because they are the SmackDown champions. But yeah, let's just see what's happening from there.
Who also is a tag team champion is Alexa Bliss.
That's true.
In some way, the Wyatts have got more tag team gold.
Ooh, it's true. Yeah, I know.
Maybe
like Alexa's still kind of sort of paying homage to Bray Wyatt, doing the whole kind of like Sister Abigail kind of outfit. But I don't know. I mean, we liked the idea that maybe she would join the Wyatt Six, but also as of right now, that doesn't seem to make any sense. It's like, no, you've got a good thing going on with Charlotte. Also, no disrespect, you've got Nikki Cross right there. The kind of thing like that. She is a wrestler.
Yeah.
So,
you could do something with her.
You could. You could do something with that. Yeah, I think that would be quite interesting. Just something that integrates the White Six more into the TV storylines. You know,
Yeah.
you've got US women's title scene going on. You've got a mid-card belt going on right there. Might be pretty cool. Might create some interesting dynamics amongst the mid-carders on the women's side. I don't know. But yeah, good to see him on the show.
That's an interesting.
Then we get to BeckY Lynch. Oh, sorry, carry on.
No, just thinking about, you thought that Nikki Cross could be US champion.
Could be. I mean, could be some interesting storytelling. Yeah, you could do something there that would. I don't know. I would like to see Uncle Howdy actually have a match. I just don't know who that would be against. Obviously, his first match would be against. I mean, honestly, White Six versus the Judgment Day. It just seems like a perfect match at the moment. I know you're not enjoying the Judgment Day at the moment, but I'm like, you've got a mix of both sides, and I'm pretty sure most people would want to see that. And if I'm right in thinking, Survivor Series was traditionally an 8-man tag.
Yeah.
So
they could do it.
War Games, White Six, Judgment Day. You see where I'm going with this, Mark?
Just hit the list.
It's on.
Your list is like actual tattoos. I want.
Where's
Julian?
Like
Prison Break on your back is just like.
I mean,
what you want.
Sure, why not? I mean, I think that'd be great. Yeah, White Six versus Judgment Day. I know you've arguably got heel versus heel, but I'm pretty sure no one's going to care about that. I think that would be really cool, but let's just see what happens.
So are the heels now, you White Six, you think?
I would say they are, because I've not been given any reason to show that they're face.
Yeah.
They wear big spooky ghouly masks, and they chant cult-like poems, and just generally do all kinds of like carnival weird. So it's like I would say they were heels, because I've not been given evidence that they are faces. That's what I'm basing.
Maybe this has been their way to concrete that, because when they come in, it was obviously Bray Wyatt had just died.
Yeah.
They're obviously going to come in as like this like crowd pleasing faction, aren't they?
Yeah.
But now I mention it, there's a lot of interference in that match, wasn't there? So that's more of a heel faction.
And that's what a faction does. A faction stirs stuff up. It creates, it makes the matches a bit more dynamic. You got people being thrown in there and things. Because when you have a faction, you not only do you have more people to throw into the ring, but you have more people to retaliate to them with. So it's like, we've got the Vision, and we've got Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker are getting involved. It's like, it's not about them. It's about who's going to run down the ramp, because that's the kind of the excitement sort of plot about it. So that's the good thing about factions, is you've got all these people that you can just mess around with. So, but yeah,
it's true. There's never been a faction that doesn't get involved. No, I'm not getting involved in this.
Yeah.
This is
where do you think you're going? He's got this. Any minute now.
Oh, he's lost.
1, 2, 3. You should have got involved. Yeah, of course, man. Of course. Let's just see. BeckY Lynch versus Nikki Bella. The first bad match. Would you say it was a bad match?
I would say it's a 2 out of 10.
It's a 2 out of 10. That's very bad. I did not hate this match, but I also did not care much for it either. I was kind of like, okay, sure.
Which is weird, because like BeckY Lynch is one of the favorites, in general. But it's Nikki Bella. Like,
I wasn't that interested in Nikki Bella.
Why did she come back? And she's got I know it's only an Intercontinental.
It's big name, Hall of Famer.
Yeah, but she was
Paris.
a big name in the Diva era. They didn't have to wrestle. They just have to stand there.
Kind of, yeah.
And create the drama behind the scenes in the in the show. Whereas she's never ever been a brilliant wrestler.
Not really. But there was one moment that did really make me laugh, and that was when Nikki Bella was continuously hitting BeckY Lynch on the tables.
Yeet.
That is exactly what happened. And I was like, brilliant. I was like, it goes, her head is about that far above the table. So I was just saying, less is more, guys. Less is more.
The only thing that looked good that Nikki Bella did was when she hit her into the ring post.
Yes.
I thought that looked all right.
Yeah.
Obviously, everyone's talking about her jumping off the ropes. And someone said Nikki Bella's done well to hit John Cena.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have much to say about this match, to be honest. I was like, sure, Becky is very much retaining. It's a big named match. And sure, why not? I don't think anybody for a single second thought that Nikki Bella was going to walk away with the belt at all. Maybe they did. I'm sure there's a few people out there did, but it was fine.
She uses her forearms too much. Everything was just like, and it doesn't look. Looks like a bushwhacker, don't it?
There were a few highlighted areas that was just like, just in case you're on the fence here, you're like, wait, hang on a minute, maybe wrestling is not as fake as we think it is. There were a few moments in this match that were like, okay, it's very fake. Being one of them. And I think there was like an enziguri that went wrong or something, like completely misses, and then Becky just kind of in the moment reacted to it, but it was like, okay, but these things happen, these things happen. But yeah, it wasn't a brilliant match. It happened. I've seen worse, that's all I can say. But then we moved on to not match of the night, but a really good match, and that was Sheamus versus Rusev.
Oh, Sheamus. Yeah.
Good old Donnybrook match, whatever that is. Irish street fight, which I thought was great, and it was always going to be. And I like this kind of persona that Sheamus has got at the moment, whereas like he's not looking for gold, he's not looking for glory, he's just looking for banger after banger after banger. Like, he just wants good matches, and you know what? He's delivering them. To be quite honest. So, yeah.
Ever since his Intercontinental stuff, when he was trying to take off Gunther.
Yeah.
Just mega matches and against Drew McIntyre and then against Rusev. Killing matches.
I would like Sheamus to have a championship run of some kind in the future. I think he deserves it. I think that he puts on great matches. He gives a lot, but he also brings the best out of his opponent, which is a sign of a good wrestler. Like, he really does. And him and Rusev have had some great matches. But like you said, with Drew McIntyre in the past, I remember back in the day, he was doing it with Cesaro. They were having some quality matches together.
They were the best.
Bring the best out of people, and
they were also the best. They were also the best about the tag team division for a bit.
Yeah, they were.
Sheamus and Cesaro.
Until they lost at WrestleMania to Braun Strowman and a 10-year-old boy. I don't know if you remember that.
That's how you bury someone, right?
And I was just like, there was one little moment in that WrestleMania that I cannot remember which one, but let's just say it was 10 years ago. And like, Braun Strowman tags the 10-year-old and he's in the ring. And then Cesaro's looking over at him, and you can see in his eyes, like, I've got to stay in character. But that's a 10-year-old boy. Kind of thing. And this kid was like... And I was just like, oh, please, man. Please just kick him in the head. Just like appeal to that sadist that I have within. But no, there were some great spots in this. They literally did everything they could. Not to mention the white noise off the kegs, through the tables. Really, really good spot. personally, I know I predicted it, but I was happy that Rusev won because I was like, Rusev needs something. He needs to be kind of feared. What you do with him next, I'm really not entirely sure. But yeah, I think I look forward to seeing what he can do. Because at the moment, I don't think the crowd have really warmed to Rusev just yet. I think they've accepted him as a big, muscly, bold man who hasn't lost yet and is really strong. But almost a whole new generation of fans have come in since he's left, been in AEW and come back. So as far as they're concerned, he's brand new, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
But really good match. I really enjoyed it.
I don't have anything to add.
Nothing to add. Moving on. So here we are.
Well, not as good as this next match.
No, this was a match of the night for sure. John Cena versus Logan Paul. That's the match. But this was absolutely class, man. So
yeah.
I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go first.
I messaged you just like, have you watched it? Have you watched that match yet? You're just like, is something going to happen?
That's what I thought. That is exactly what I thought. And I was just like, when I got your message, have you watched the match? That's not how you sound, by the way. That's just my silly voice. I was like, Brock. And then I was like,
sorry. I just thought move after move after move. I thought they had like intense chemistry. Like they just really went for it.
Yeah.
And just everything looked good, you know.
The match went on to a point where it was like either one. If you want to look at this as like an actual fight, I was like, they both done equal amount to each other. Whereas like this can go either way. I actually don't know where it can go at the moment. So, like I said in my predictions, I said that Logan Paul was going to win because I thought Brock Lesnar was going to intervene and that was going to set up for Crown Jewel in Australia. I thought, yeah, that's fine. You don't have to do it now. But Paris is going to love it. Kind of thing. They're going to love the whole surprised running and stuff like that. But yeah, every move was done. This was Logan Paul, man. I mean, he's great. He gets better every match.
I thought they were going to do something at the end with like a shake of the hand or something.
I thought that as well.
This match has been too good for Logan Paul to just drift under the bottom rope.
Just to slowly walk.
Yeah. But obviously they're not. They want Logan Paul to still be that dick character.
Oh, that doesn't matter. Everyone hates him. He is the most naturally gifted hater. Like he really is. Right, I know we're good for time. Everyone just hates him. I mean, he has got a very smackable face, and like no disrespect to the guy, he just does. Like his smile, his gleaming smile, and the fact that his product is just all round the ring, you know, it's just so hateful. But I don't hate him. Like
no,
he's done really well for himself. And he has proven that he belongs there. He's got Frog Splash of the Year. You're not going to see a better Frog Splash than that this year, unless he does another one. Does that mean he's the best wrestler of the year because he's got a really good Frog Splash?
Maybe they need to do like a double Frog Splash at the same time for it to beat it.
Yeah. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyed this match. Thought it was great. Yeah. Brock Lesnar's John Cena's final match, isn't it?
Looking like that, but I heard it was going to be at this Wrestle Palooza. Have you heard much about Wrestle Palooza?
Other than the fact that it is the stupidest name for a PLE I've heard yet, Wrestle Palooza, and I was like, is that?
I've got my raffle ticket for Wrestle Palooza.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, is that it? I was like, we're just gonna put Palooza on the end of a word, and then that means you're gonna get a lot of that. Okay, so that I guess that pretty much wraps up Clash in Paris, unless there's anything else you want to talk about. I think we're in both agreement that Cena and Logan Paul was match of the night. I think Becky and Nikki was probably the worst match of the night. Not a terrible match, but it wasn't far off, to be honest. But overall, I had a lot of fun with Clash in Paris. I thought it was great. Yeah.
I was struggling with whether it should be an 8, but that's what I gave like SummerSlam. So
yeah, I'm feeling a 7. I'm feeling a 7 out of 10. I love how the crowd was everything for this main event.
Yeah.
Oh my!
And I liked every match other than that one.
Yeah.
So
every match was great. Probably the biggest standing ovation and the biggest reaction to John Cena has probably ever had. They were not. The French would not stop chanting his name. They were singing the entire time. Even he was just like, "Whoa," kind of thing. And even though he's one of the most successful, well, he is the greatest of all time. Statistically, you cannot argue with that. He is. Now,
this is a strange thing about that, because they've still kept his heel Titantron of John Cena in just the bold font.
Sure, why not?
Yeah. just because they're just doing it now.
He's leaving. He's handing his notice in. He's there. He's going to sell some T-shirts. Although, nice little heartwarming moment with that kid, who I think was from Belgium. I don't know. He was spotted first time in Belgium. You know, when he first turned heel and he had a massive go at that kid, and he's literally dressed head to toe in Cena merch, like.
Yeah. But then you also see that kid. I don't know if you've seen this.
Yeah.
But filming the women's from behind.
Was he?
Yeah. Go kid.
Where is that? Did not know that.
Oh, you just type it in on like YouTube. It's going to be there. Like,
there you go.
Senior kid. It's Julia, the US champion, and
yes,
some other woman. I don't know who she was, but he was filming them for a bit and then went. Oops! Dropped my phone a bit.
Wrestling.
Yeah. Checking out what your attire it says on the back there.
So moving on to Monday Night Raw. I did not mean it that way, but that's because anyway. Moving on, I was like, no, that's hilarious.
Was he on Raw as well? I don't know. Maybe.
I watched 2 things on Raw. Like, I turned it on and I started to watch it, and then I was just kind of like, do you know what? I'm just going to skip through the bits to the bits I care about. And I watched Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles. Did you see that?
Yeah, and just feels like the same thing is happening every time.
I was very much ready for Dominic to drop the belt. I was like, I think AJ is going to take it this time. I was like, I think this would be good. There hasn't really been, I don't think, actually there wasn't a single title change or anything from the main events, and maybe they're saving it for the Raw. And I was like, they should do it, but no. El Grande Americano, not Chad Gable, which is an El Grande Americano that, to be honest, I don't think is a character that really fully needs. If Chad Gable's not able to do it, I've now decided that, you know what, I get it because you don't have anything for Ludwig Kaiser to do. So sure, why not do it for a bit? It's kind of a novelty little thing, but El Grande Americano has gone from like being one of my favorites to, oh yeah, he's there because it's not Chad Gable. And I'm like,
anyone could be Dunk the Clown, you know, but
yeah, exactly. It's just like that. So I don't know, sure, but it was a decent match. Plus, I also thought he was going to drop the title because like Dominic Mysterio he's having a AAA Mega Championship match at Worlds Collide against Vikingo. And I was like, maybe they will drop the belt, because if he's still Intercontinental Champion going into that, there is absolutely no way he's winning the AAA Mega Championship. Because he's already got a belt. I don't think they're going to do Johnny 2 belts. So, I don't know. But I'll
Dominic Mysterio with 2 belts would be funny. He'd be so arrogant with it.
Works for the character, definitely. Yet again, AJ Styles' ovation was pretty much equal to Cena's. Like, they was just they love a bit of AJ. So, and fair play. Yeah, the man's a legend. He really is.
They love all the AJs, but we'll get to that.
Ah, right. Okay. So I guess that moves on to the other thing that I watched,
Yeah.
which was CM Punk and BeckY Lynch promo, which I thought was excellent, by the way.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm talking a lot. Over to you.
She doesn't work here. She doesn't work here.
Yeah.
Does she work here?
She doesn't yet.
Yeah. But like, I was always like under the impression that AJ Lee is never coming back. That's it.
Never say never.
Never say never. Well, CM Punk as well.
Exactly. I will never come back to this company. You don't know what you're going to be thinking or where you're going to be in 10 years' time.
I saw an interesting question online, and I've been trying to reply to people who are saying AJ Lee is coming back and saying, if it's not her, then who is it going to be that's going to help him?
Well,
pick another female wrestler, and I'm going to cut you off before you say it. Ronda Rousey.
Maybe, yeah. That could
CM Punk versus BeckY Lynch and Seth Rollins.
Yeah, you could do the whole mixed tag match thing.
They've all already got the history, BeckY Lynch and Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey left because of Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Not Triple H.
Yeah.
But then again, it would piss off a lot of fans, wouldn't it, if she turned up instead of AJ Lee?
I think Ronda Rousey would be a good replacement. But like based on the law of how things are happening at the moment, it should be AJ Lee. I think we can both agree on that. Whether or not if she does return, I don't know. I don't know. But this was a really interesting promo because you don't usually get this. You don't usually get basically women wrestlers crossing over with the guys in like a main storyline. Yeah, the whole
little fish slaps. That's just really annoying. You know what they could have done? They could have had a spit in his face. That would have been pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty bad.
Becky's doing great as a heel. She's doing. I mean, she's top of the game, man. She's a seasoned professional. They both are. So, and I like this. Obviously, with Becky becoming part of the Vision, it kind of takes you back to the kind of like the authority days with like Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. And it's definitely got shades of that. So I'm like, okay, so these two are locked in with the belts for quite some time, most likely until Mania next year, where it almost would feel wrong if CM Punk didn't take the belt. So I think we're going to be invested in some quite long storytelling here. Yeah, at the moment, I don't really know what matches they're going to do for Palooza. Are they going to do CM Punk versus Seth Rollins? Probably not. I think I would save that one till a little bit later. Although CM Punk did say on SmackDown that SmackDown is in Chicago on Friday, and he is going to be there. So they are going to push this out longer, but yeah, no belts changing hands anytime soon, I don't think. But let's just see what happens.
So the only match that's been announced is the Io Sky Stephanie Vaquer.
Okay.
And
what's that for? Number one contenders match?
No, that's for the title.
Oh, of course. Yeah, it's vacated, isn't it?
That's for the World Heavyweight title. So it's not Bayley.
No, poor Bayley.
But if Io Sky loses, then shove her with Tiffany Stratton, like you said.
Yeah.
For the WWE title.
Is Stephanie Vaquer ready for World Heavyweight Championship? What do you reckon? I think it's too early. Yeah.
I really like her, but they're pulling the trigger far too soon.
I think so. I mean, sometimes, rarely, it does happen. You know, like Bron Breakker hasn't got any gold, but he surpassed the Intercontinental Championship very quickly. Like he just became like, yeah, you need to put him in the higher end of things. But Stephanie Vaquer seems too early to me. So yeah, sure. I guess you've got no choice but to put it back on Io at the moment, unless you get Bayley involved. Bayley is having some pretty like obscure kind of promos at the moment. She's sort of doing her own little video packages where she's dealing with the facts of what am I doing here, and it's all my fault. They're all my errors. I need to find a new place for myself. So I'm like, then why else are you doing that? Like the whole Lyra Valkyria, like going to Adam Pearce, like, is she okay? Is she all right? And stuff like that. Like, it seems like this is mounting towards something. What that is, I've got absolutely no idea.
Lyra Valkyria was on Raw as well, and she was just like, I want to fight someone. Just give me anyone. Give me someone from the That's. I'm interested to see what they're going to do with her.
Yeah.
They're just going to make her just.
She needs a bit more work as well, because one thing, I know it sounds kind of cruel, but maybe I've misheard this. She's not really getting the best reactions from the crowd. For example, when they come onto cameras, and you can gauge how popular a wrestler is, because if they're doing like a little backstage segment and a wrestler comes on, you can hear the crowd go like this. And obviously, they're really liked. But Lyra doesn't seem to be picking up that many cheers. Maybe that's me just not really interpreting, which I think is a shame, because I think she's great. And I think she deserves a push. But I don't know how she's coming over with the crowd. I don't know. What do you think?
I'd never thought about it reaction-wise.
I've always looked at that because, I
just thought she's really good at what she does.
Yeah,
definitely. Let's keep an eye on that.
I just noticed when she comes on, she was just kind of
playing rock.
Hey.
She was playing rock, paper, scissors or something with Adam Pearce, or just a weird.
Oh, they made an agreement, and I think that Lyra is going to be facing Roxanne Perez next week for something.
Yeah.
I think this seems like a something to do match. It's kind of how I look at it.
There's not many other people on the Raw side of the women's division, is there?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just you could have any wrestler on any pay-per-view, just whatever the storyline's going on. I know they have the Raw champion and the SmackDown champion. They just do that because they don't want champions on two champions on one show. And I totally get that. But the whole kind of split idea, like you're Raw and you're on SmackDown, who cares? It's just sure.
Worked back in the day, but not really anymore.
No, it was a gimmick, and it sort of worked. The whole kind of draft, oh my God, Triple H has been drafted to SmackDown. What's gonna happen?
That's cool, because it did shake it up back then. Yeah, but now it's just Sami Zayn's been drafted to SmackDown, but here he is next week on Raw for some reason.
Yeah, did anyone really care? Wait, hang on a second, you're a Raw wrestler. What are you doing here? Seems like great.
Cody Rhodes on Raw and SmackDown every week during the Netflix thing. I was just like, I really like Cody Rhodes, but I'm bored of hearing him talk about John Cena every single week on his own.
Yeah.
And then Cena comes out. I think they had about 10 promos, didn't they? Cena and Cody.
Yeah. But I don't know. So you've got
You're not who you used to be. That's it.
He is now, and then he'll be gone. But I think with John Cena, I think it's fair to say that it will be Brock Lesnar is going to be his final match. That's what I think it would be, because after Brock, where do you go? I don't know. I mean, AJ Styles could be a good final match. To be honest, why not? I think
you need to take homage to him in the match as well. So maybe that is saying I want to fight AJ Styles.
Maybe. Yeah.
Did you Styles clash me? Let's go.
yeah, that's true. Anyway, but I think that's it. I think we've talked about everything. So Clash in Paris was all good. Raw had some good moments, but I didn't watch the entire episode, and neither did you. So all I can say is thank you very much for listening. Thank you for watching. We will see you again. I'm sure we'll do another video before Wrestle Palloozza, but we'll just see how that comes up. But anyway, thanks very much for watching. Goodbye.
Take care.